Let's do the damn thing.
Woo!
Let's do the damn thing.
Let's do the damn thing.
Yo, what's up? Welcome everybody to the Sausage Boys podcast. This is your host, the South Coast poster child, aka the mannequin from Newtown. I go by the name of Jackson Grant. Oh yeah, and the man on the ones and twos right there. It's your other host of the show, Terry Crews of Sydney, aka the Steamroller.
Good evening, everyone.
Fresh off a big trip.
Fresh off a very nice trip.
Fresh off a crazy trip. We haven't been potting. It's been like...
We haven't been potting. It's always a weird feeling to go a little amount of time without getting the cans on or getting the thing in my mouth.
Yeah,
in my mouth, pause.
How long were you gone for?
2.5 weeks. Which feels long. I think 2 weeks or anything less than 2 weeks is like you basically aren't gone.
Yeah.
2.5 weeks is may as well be gone for a month.
This is like literally, I said it to you, like Noah and Joe, like my other two best friends were away as well at the same time.
Yes.
And the joke that I kept telling everyone, I was like, I'm just going to binge drink and cry the whole time.
Yeah.
And then I think I was saying that to someone at work and they were like, oh yeah, and how you doing with them gone? And I was like, I've literally been binge drinking and crying the whole time. No crying, just binge drinking.
Just binge drinking. Have you physically been during the...
Good.
Really?
I'm getting swole, doggy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so you've been taking your anger out on the gym.
Yeah.
You've been taking your anger out on the metal. Is that what they call it? They call it the metal.
No, it's actually, what have I been doing? No, it's been chill. Yeah. Yeah. It has been.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine just without you all.
Yeah.
To hell with you.
We did get a little phone call in.
We did get a little.
You told me a little bit about your trip, but you
Yes.
saw some hecticness. So what you started in
on Ibiza. On Ibiza.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's called a visa.
There's no.
Yeah.
You can't just chuck a random
You
third
can't-
option.
I know.
You can either say it Ibiza
Or Ibiza.
or Ibiza.
Or Ibiza.
Yeah.
They say a visa.
Who?
Apparently, the Spanish people.
They're joking. They're playing a prank.
I know they must be.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, we're not calling it anything then.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's not called anywhere.
Oh no, actually, here we call it a whamalama ding dong.
I like that. I do like that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a problem if you can't keep calling it different things.
Yeah.
And it's also when I got to London, I got like a flight from London to Ibiza.
Yeah.
And they're like, London to Ibiza, and they call it Ibiza or Ibiza
You're like,
in the airport.
Beaver. So
There we go.
So you went from Sydney Airport to London.
Sydney Airport to Abu Dhabi.
Oh, Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Stopped there for like around 2 hours.
Mhm.
Then went Abu Dhabi to London, and then went straight from London to Ibiza.
Yes.
And it was the longest time I've been on a plane nonstop. I think it was 24 hours of plane time. It was like 14.8, and then 4, I think, or 3.
That's absolutely insane. I hop on like an hour and a half flight and I'm like hop off the other side dizzy.
Yeah, I usually feel that. Like when I fly to Queensland, I'm like, thank goodness I'm off this thing.
What were you doing? You were watching movies?
I watch 5 movies.
Yeah.
And what you do, I think when you fly, like you tend to watch trash.
Yeah. Yeah.
You really just get into that idea of I'm going to go here and hate watch a little bit.
Yeah.
I watched like Eat, Pray, Love. I watched The Bodyguard, Whitney Houston. I watched like Terminal.
Oh, but these are like seminal movies too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah, you're not going to watch The Godfather on an aeroplane.
Yes.
You're going to watch that at home.
Yeah, of course. I think it's movies you would never usually watch.
Yeah.
Even on the trip home, I watched 2 movies and hate watched them.
Yes.
One movie was called I Love Movies. And it was the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
Entire life. It was about this kid who kind of has like social issues and he works at a video store.
Yeah.
It was just the worst thing I've ever... Like, the acting was so bad. The plot went nowhere.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't stop watching it.
And are you doing like the scowl as you're watching it or you're just completely straight faced?
you're just guessing the lines. You just
Yeah.
know exactly how it's going to go and where it's going to go.
There's something kind of beautiful about that,
There
though.
really is.
If they've
Like,
manicured
it's-
the worst movie in existence.
And this is the crazy thing. It's called I Love Movies, right? And it's a Canadian movie. I went on Letterboxd and looked up at all the reviews, and people give me like 5 stars and stuff like that.
It's got to be a meme or something.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
And then the second movie I also hate watched was called The Long Trip or something. It's about this like 80-year-old man whose wife dies, and he gets on a bunch of buses from the top of Scotland to the bottom of England,
Yeah.
and just has these like situations that occur.
Yeah.
And he's just like, it reminds me of just this J. Cole thing. It's
Mm.
like, I'm just this poor old man. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
I'm just in the bus trying to do my thing.
Yeah.
What he does, the bus breaks down and a car breaks down. He tries to like push it up. He gets the car rolling.
Is it so? It's artsy or something?
I don't even think it's artsy. It's just a bad movie. Like,
Right.
and then there's like a racist encounter. Like some guy starts harassing like a woman in a hijab
Yeah.
or in a burqa.
Right.
He's like, can you even see out of that thing? He's like, I didn't know they made HD for it. And he's like, the lady's had enough. And it says, what are you going to do, old man? You should
I like
sit down
that
there.
line. The lady's had enough.
Yeah.
Like a little bit would have been fine. You get 2. You
Yeah.
get 2, and maybe a third if it's really funny.
And it's just this manicured thing of him standing up for this lady. And then he's like, he said she's had enough. And he's like, what are you going to do, old man? And he like pushes him. He's like, oh. And then he kind of like, he's like, you're going to get off the bus right now.
Yeah.
And then something, I think he kind of grabs his hand and starts holding it. He's like, you're going to get off now. He's like, oh, you're lucky I want to get off then, old man. And everyone starts clapping and recording him.
And someone says pause.
And then like you just know everything's gonna happen. Like, and then this is this scene where he's just at this bus depot, and there's these like soccer hooligans all like singing and laughing, and there's these girls out on like a bachelor party. What is it? Oh, hen's night.
Yeah.
They've got like the penis hats on and everything like that. Pause. And then they're like doing this back and forth, and the boys start singing, and it's like the girls start singing, and then the guy's like with another old guy, and he's like, "Hey, how about we old guys? How about we show him how to sing?"
Yeah.
And then the old Scottish man who's next to him starts singing, and everyone's like laughing, and then you know what's gonna happen. He starts singing this beautiful tune. And it's just the soccer hooligans that go, wait a second. And the girls are like, oh. And then everyone just stops and everyone just listens to him sing this beautiful song.
It sounds
It's like, it's the craziest thing in the entire world.
Why are you putting yourself through this? It's fool me once. You did one bad movie and then you put on a second.
Yes. And do you know what? Both
Can't get fooled
times-
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't expect for them to both be the worst thing on earth. This one, though, I went on Letterboxd, it got trashed. People are giving it 0. People are giving it half a star.
Yeah.
Being like, this is the worst film ever made. It's a great hate watch.
But you read them both as being terrible. And one of them was actually 5-star.
One was actually 5-star. I honestly would say this one had a little bit more charm to it because at least there's something going on. The first one, there was just nothing happening. There's just this annoying kid who works at a video store, has this relationship with this manager, and it's not even a relationship. They're not even friends, but it's meant to be. They've become really close. And it's just not believable. There's no chemistry between them being friends. He hates his mum. He's rude to his mum the whole show. He's rude to his best friend, but then they kind of make up at the end, and it doesn't even really make sense.
I feel like there's this whole arc of like these indie... Or there was like a rise of like these indie films where it's
Yeah.
kind of like very suburban looking or something like that. You've got these shots of the
Yes.
street. People have got shallow ass problems. Like it's like this character, his personality is he's an addict.
Yes.
Doesn't learn any lessons or anything like that. Like, yeah, I literally remember watching one with my housemates and we were sitting there. We just kind of threw this one on.
Is this hate watching, or you're just kind of like, I'll give it a...
No, we just put it on, and as it's going on, I'm thinking, I'm like, no one's saying anything.
Yes.
I'm like, is this the most vapid thing ever?
Yeah.
But this is their trick. Because they're artsy movies,
Yes.
so you're trying to justify it yourself.
100%.
And I remember like really being like, okay, no, there's this purpose and everything like that.
Yeah.
There would have been like 4 of us in the room, and then Noah came in, like he got home from work, and he's standing at the door, and he's like, hey, and he's just standing there watching the movie for a little bit, and then he turns and he goes, what the fuck is this? And the movie was literally about like this woman taking back this guy who was like a heroin addict, and like, there was just nothing. There was nothing compelling about it, and that's it's
and it was meant to be this like critically acclaimed thing that everyone loved. I'm assuming
not necessarily. I don't even know that.
Yeah,
I don't even know that. But just from watching it, it's like, okay, this is made by like some avant-garde kind of person trying to like carve a lane, but it's not. It's just.
Were the relationships believable at all? Like, could you did the story seem real? Was the acting okay?
The decisions that characters were making were like, they were obscene, but not to the point where you're like, no, what are you doing? That's going to propel the story forward. It was just kind of things happening.
Yes.
With nothing.
Yeah, it didn't go anywhere.
It's probably good for a plane or something.
Maybe.
Was this a conscious decision or this was on accident?
It just kept on happening, in all honesty. It honestly just kept on happening. It was like, how about I try this movie? Same thing with Eat, Pray, Love.
Yeah.
That was probably the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
That's a chick flick. It's a chick flick. But it was shocking how bad it was.
Yeah.
Just absolutely shocking of just this.
You didn't cry?
Oh, did I cry? No. The ending, the relationship, she meets this like South American guy in Bali.
Yeah.
And he seems really horrible. And she just ends up being with him. And I'm like, at the end, I was like, oh, he seemed pretty horrible. I was like, hopefully she'll get away from this guy. But no, the angle was, this was the guy that she was meant to fall in love with.
Well, it's his happy story. He got a happy ending.
I guess he got a happy ending.
Yeah, I want to see his movie.
I know, yeah. And it was also the dude from No Country for Old Men. Whatever, Xavier. Is it Xavier, whatever his name is? He was the love interest.
Who, the Spanish guy?
Yeah, he's the main character. The one with the bowl cut.
Yeah, Antonio Banderas or something.
Yeah.
That geezer?
Yeah, that geezer.
Yeah.
He's the love interest in Eat, Pray, Love.
Because you know what? You can't watch... Anyway, yeah. All right, so you get to Abu Dhabi. London,
Ibiza.
Then you're in Ibiza.
Ibiza.
Yeah.
For a week.
You get there. Is it beautiful?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think when I got there, like, I went to an area that was more, like, for the locals.
Yes.
No geezers, no young people. Just absolutely beautiful. Like, it was like a small Spanish town.
Is it an island? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Very small island. I hired a car so you could like drive around and everything like that.
What, you're driving? That's
driving around Ibiza.
On the other side?
This is also I get the car, like everything's on the other side, steering wheel on the other side. And I don't know why I just couldn't get my head around it the whole time.
Yeah.
The whole time it felt so uncomfortable, never really got used to it, and I was almost about to get in a car crash.
Yeah.
I felt like a female driver.
That's what it is. Maybe they just think they're in Ibiza. You know how they say like a girl's life is just like a party. They just think they're in Ibiza their whole life.
That'd be good.
So go left and then you turn on right. So go left up here. And then you hear the indicator. They start turning.
Pretty sure that's going right. Pretty sure that was going right. It's like the beer goggles where it's like, this is how it feels to be drunk.
That's why girls like being in the passenger seat because they're so used to hopping in the opposite side of the car. What do you think about getting driven like you're dating a chick and she's like driving? You're in the passenger seat.
You can't be doing that.
It's very comfortable, but it's kind of like mummy time.
Yes. You're a little boy at that point.
Yeah.
You're not having sex with that woman later tonight.
No.
This is not happening.
You're hoping she stops at the servo and gets you a chocky on the way home.
She says, "No, we've got ice cream at home.
Yeah.
We're not stopping." And you just want to throw a tantrum. It's not a good place to be.
And then you pull up and you quickly open your door and run out and open her door for her.
Throw stuff in the shopping trolley.
Isn't that bad? I just cringed when I said that because I definitely did that for my mum. Which is a very cute,
doing the open the door.
jump out, run around, which is a very cute thing to do, but it still made me cringe.
What'd you do? Open the door?
Yeah, open my mum's door for her.
Why? To be a little gentleman.
Yeah, I was trying to be a little gent.
I don't think I've ever been a little gent. I would open up my door. I'm running.
Thanks, B. Yeah, okay, so you're in
other side of
driving.
the road, and it's just nuts.
Yeah.
So you got like Spanish drivers.
Yes.
They're all like it's 60 zone for most of the places. They're all going 120.
Driving sensually.
They're driving. They're very, very, very passionate. Very sensual drivers.
Are Spanish people sensual? Or am I thinking like
South American.
Yeah, South America.
Do you know what? Yeah, I started because I think,
So I'm picturing a bunch of Brazilians walking around.
and I think they are.
Or are they just like, they're like Italian?
I was literally staring at them. I was like, what are you guys? What actually are you?
Yeah.
They're all tanned,
Yeah.
very good looking,
Yeah.
dark, and they kind of look all like Bad Bunny.
Okay, so a lot of linen? People wearing linen?
Yeah, some linen, really nice haircuts, very attractive. Very attractive. Like they're having a lot of sexual intercourse.
Right.
They're young and they all have families.
Yes.
And they look like they're struggling.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they look like they're doing it tough.
Spending too much time
Going to Pound Town.
on their back,
Yeah,
not enough on their feet.
literally.
Yeah.
They got their legs up when they should be having their legs moving forward.
Yeah.
Job site.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're essential people.
Well, I guess in a place like that, there's probably not a lot of construction going on because you have a lot of like old architecture and stuff.
True.
Like Australia is like
True.
a newer colonized place, I guess, where we're like throwing up buildings and stuff. That's why we have so many tradies.
Yes.
In a place like that, no one wants to build
What
anything.
is it? There's nothing need to be. It's all done. We're
Yeah.
good. We're just gonna wait till it rots,
Yeah.
and then maybe bulldoze that. But there's nothing. There didn't seem to be any new buildings there.
Yeah.
There was no. Everything was beautiful. I think the first area I went to again was like an old kind of classic area, and then I stayed at two different places.
Mhm.
The second place I went to was exactly what I thought Ibiza was going to be. You go there, it's just full of the lads, British geezers everywhere,
Yeah, right.
everywhere, like Geordie Shore.
You got like a balcony and stuff in the room?
Yeah, got a nice balcony
Yeah.
at that place. Way better hotel at that place.
Mhm.
But again, you've just got mayhem going around everywhere. Just the geezers all over the streets running around. I think I saw like a girl on the street said, "You done ruined my holiday, have you?"
Oh, that like they were having a fight.
Yeah, just like a lady crying on the phone. Just this, yeah, this sense of like trashiness, real trashiness. Like Geordie Shore have come to Spain, come for their holiday, and they're going out to the clubs, which is cool. It was interesting, but it was a very different vibe there. And I think the locals were calling it they're like, "Oh no, this is the ghetto, San Antonio, this second place." And I think I was asking someone where it was, where like the nice place is, and they said Saint Eulalia, where I was staying initially.
Yeah.
That was the nice place.
Yeah.
And it was funny as well. They had like a lot of Australian themed coffee shops in San Antonio.
Oh, really?
It was like Bondi Coffee, Melbourne Coffee,
Really?
and then I went to this really nice place. Shout out to I think, what was it called? Maybe it was called Melbourne Coffee Co. or something like that. And it's just like, do you know? You always find like Australians in the wild are just caricatures of themselves. This Australian dude, he's like, "How you going, mate? G'day, mate."
He said,
Welcome.
knock it off.
Yeah, I was like, we don't talk like that. You can just talk like normal. We don't have to call each other mate all the time.
Whatever you say, cobber.
Mate, I got to get you a VB. I got to get you a VB, mate. I can't even do an Australian accent anymore.
Yeah.
But it was very funny. He's got like Vegemite cans as like with flowers in them. And I was like, okay, you don't need to be doing that.
He's just working for a Spanish guy who owns a store. He's like, yeah, what are you didgeridoo doing around here? And then he leans over to you and he's like, you got to get me out of here, man.
No, seriously, mate, they made me talk like this all the time. We don't sound like that at all. He's like, mate, I got some chicken salt, mate. This is what you want,
Yeah.
chicken salt. I'm sure you've been missing this. It's been 4 days. I can go 4 days without chicken salt. But it was great. It was an absolute character.
Yeah.
Absolute character.
And then the party scene.
Party scene.
You're partying every night.
Partying every single night.
Yeah.
Get my boogie on.
Are you cutting some shapes in the floor?
I'm getting nasty on the floor.
Really?
Absolutely nasty. Doing the uh-oh.
And you're like solo, or you're making like silly friends?
Making some silly friends along the way.
You're big man.
You gotta catch it. I know you got this one.
Yeah.
I'm having fun.
Yeah.
There's a whole idea of like, I'm gonna have fun tonight.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm here. I don't care what's going on. I'm having fun.
Yeah.
I'm giving a good energy. And I think if you start bringing that energy out,
It comes back. Yeah.
Yeah. It comes back 100 times over.
Yeah.
And it's a very nice, everyone's so happy there. It's the one place where everyone's just so positive. Everyone's just wanting to make friends. You can go there alone easily.
Mm-hmm.
I watched like a good vlog or a funny vlog of a girl going to Ibiza. It's a very sad vlog. And I think she arrived, went to her hotel, fell asleep, went out the next day, walked, went to a restaurant by herself, went back to sleep in her hotel room. Next day, she's like waking up, goes to the coffee shop, brings like some croissants back to her hotel. And she's like, oh, I wish I should have stayed a little bit longer, but I'm flying back today. I watched this right before I left, and it made me so depressed. I was thinking, is that going to be me when I'm there? But no, I wasn't like that.
Oh,
It's a real choose your own adventure.
I did something like that recently.
You did?
Yeah.
Let's see this.
I was hoping to.
That wasn't gonna
I was
come
hoping to
up.
not, but I kind of have to.
Yeah, you got to. We've all been there.
Similar, not quite that situation,
Yeah.
but so I think I was telling you about like I'm going to a nude beach
Oh, yes.
with a lady.
Yeah, nice.
Soft launch, and
Soft launch. Hey.
and so we're driving there, and I'm like, oh, this is great. Like I don't even need swimmers. And I'm like thinking like, oh yeah, like this is gonna be sick. I wonder if there's gonna be waves or anything like that.
Yeah.
What kind of beach is it?
Yeah.
You know me, South Coast Post child. I love
you
a
like
beach.
a beach.
I love a
You like
beach.
You got the sand between your toes,
I
between your
love it.
tootsies. It's a good feeling.
So then,
Yeah.
get there, pull up. I'm like sick. There's like a little bush track, and I'm like, dope. This place looks really.
Yes,
sick.
bush track. What are we talking about? There we go. There's something there. Something funny there.
So I grab like the towel out, and then we're like walking down to the beach. And as we're getting closer, my stomach just tightens up.
Okay,
So
right now you're
hard.
walking. What are you wearing as you're walking down?
Oh, just like shorts and a shirt.
Okay, so you're clothed right now.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know those things are going to be coming off.
Oh, I feel sick talking about this right now as well. And then walk down there, and it's just hitting me kind of the reality of like, this is some hippie. This is crazy.
Yeah, you're going out of your way to go do this thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're walking down as we get closer, like the bush starts like peeling back, as you get closer to like the ocean or whatever. So
Yeah.
we go down the hill, it's coming out, and then we're just there, and there's this one couple there that are wearing clothes, and it's like a small beach,
Yeah.
no waves. And then there's like one dude sitting up there on this rock, kind of like,
Oh, looking around like
Looking around.
You got a creep.
and then there's another guy on this rock looking around like a creep.
2 solo creeps.
2 solo creeps. I don't know that they were honestly creeping, but like that's what you're doing.
You get
And the couple was clothed as well.
These dudes booty butt naked.
No, clothed.
Oh dang! So everyone's
Everyone's
first 4
clothed.
people you see are clothed. Yeah.
And I'm just there. And no one wants to be there with a chick and have 2 creepy dudes on a
Yes.
rock looking at your chick.
Ideal, you want to go down there, beach volleyball, South American women, 8 of them,
Yeah.
all nude.
That
Come join us. That's what you want to see. That's literally what you want to see.
yeah.
Not 4 clothed people, 2 creeps.
Yeah, it's literally they're in like the eagle's nest, like looking down.
You know they got the eyes on your Johnson. They're like, dang, he's going for it.
I didn't go for it.
Okay, wait. So you're there. You
I
see
kept
the
my
four.
clothes on. We didn't go in the water.
Oh, dang.
We both kept our clothes on.
How many other people were there when you finally got down to the actual sand?
4.
Only 4.
Very small beach.
Dang.
And it was like late as well. It was late in the day.
You're like, it's a bit cold.
So
Keep it on.
I
Actually,
pretty,
need to keep it on
I
just for
pretty
warmth.
much proposed this idea, went there, and then was like, I'm not doing this, and neither should you. So we just both sat there on this cold sand as the sun was going down, getting eaten by mosquitoes. I feel sick talking about it. It's a crazy thing to do. No one wants to...
Have you been to a nude beach before? Has she been to a nude beach before?
Because what's the mentality? What's the mentality, Karim? Tell me, am I meant to be like, I'm so excited? It's not even for me, really. Actually, yeah, it is. I don't want to get nude around strangers. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, you're not going to do it.
But well, I guess there are. But you can't like just sit there with a lady and be like, no, this is cool. I want these dudes to like be looking at her.
Hippie. You got to be like a hippie, and you also have to be an exhibitionist. There's 2 things that kind of like are banging heads, and that's who nude beaches are for.
Yeah, it's like both those ideas are like trying to pull at both my arms.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go in either of those directions.
Yes.
I go, nope, I'm staying right here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make sure everyone around me is having a bad time too.
So you're on the sand.
Yeah.
Does she start to like undress, and you're like, no, let's keep that on?
No, because we're like talking about it because it's like this silly idea.
Yeah.
And I'm like clearly like visibly uncomfortable.
Dang. Do you know the worst thing? Because a nude beach, it would feel so nice to go swimming in the nude. It's so nice swimming in the naked.
I thought it was going to be like this massive long stretch of a beach and you kind of like have your spot.
Yes.
It's a small enclosed beach. And like I said, you have these 2 people who are just like have free scope.
Yeah, 2 eagles.
And the dude that was on like our side up near the rock, he would be like...
Oh, he sees you come in and he does the lean forward.
Does a lean in.
Yeah, it's like fresh meat. Finally.
But this is no one's problem other than my own. And I am a loser.
I don't think so. I think you
I don't
just
think so
got
either.
a bad... Yeah. He's got a bad shake, a bad roll of the dice.
Bad roll of the dice.
Literally. You came in late. Maybe if you came like during the middle of the day, the hot Latina broads would still be around.
Have you ever done it?
All the beaches in Ibiza were nude beaches.
So you have?
Yes.
You were going nudo.
I haven't gone nudo. Oh, actually, I maybe did a bit of nude sunbathing.
Did you or didn't you?
I don't know. Maybe.
Why
Maybe I did some nude sunbathing.
Yeah.
Maybe did a little bit of that. Private area.
Okay.
Around the corner.
If you're going solo, would that be easier?
Solo's good. I think I know the first beach that I went to. What was it? Oh, yeah, the first beach in the area. Because I think I went to 3 beaches. And they're all nudist beaches. First one, the babes are out.
Yeah.
Babes are out topless.
That's what I call my nuts.
Let's get the...
Because what do you do?
Let's get the babes out.
What was I meant to do?
What were you meant to do? You need to see someone nude.
I'm just coming to this reality that I'm crashing down to earth and realizing I'm literally a conservative. I was raised by hippies and now I'm just a conservative.
These things should be banned. They
It
shouldn't exist.
It shouldn't be banned.
Yeah.
I just shouldn't have to see it. Yeah.
I think the main nude beach I went to, only afterwards I went up and saw this is a nude beach and a huge sign. And I was like, oh, dang, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But like, I remember you get down there, you see most of the people aren't wearing clothes. And you look into the water, it's a whole bunch of babes, topless. And nude. Usually the older ladies are nude. And you're like, hell yes.
Is that hell yes? Or is that...
It's kind of nice. And what you do, again,
Because
it
it's
depends
free
on
or something. It's like...
It's a nice feeling. And it's kind of like, this is how it should be. I'd rather go to a beach and get to see babes nude than be at a beach where babes are having to wear bikinis. Also, it's just nicer. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm going to go out for a dip. I don't know. Usually I'm trying to really avert my eyes the whole time and be respectful.
Have to, obviously. Yeah.
I'm literally like, let's say the babes are all there. I'm going into the beach like this. Swimming around like this. What I may do is sneakily go on my back, start doing a little bit of this.
Yeah, sorry, I thought there was a shark.
I've got sunglasses on.
There was 2 jellyfish.
Oh, one beach I went to.
I thought I saw a merlady.
I'm sorry, I'm just being safe. The third nude beach I went to was very private.
Yeah.
Went down there. This was great. Just babes. Just babes. 2 babes with a ukulele singing. What song was it? I think it was a Green
Jason
Day
Mraz.
song. Maybe it was that. It's like, I'm your... With like an accent.
Jason Mraz, yeah,
I think
literally.
I think it was a Jason Mraz.
They're singing WAP.
They say literally at the end. But yeah, 2 babes, tartars out.
Yeah.
Strumming their guitar.
Why do they say literally at the end?
I don't know, because they got a wet. I don't know, there's something there.
Oh, sorry.
There's something there. Literally, because we're in the water and it's...
Sorry, I'm in an insecure mood. That's why I pulled you off on that. Yeah. So they're singing.
But they're singing.
Yeah.
There's like an older lady, a young ting by herself. And then a lady coming in topless. I'm like, this is literally heaven.
Right.
Someone across heaven. I don't know. But then
Meanwhile, I'm in hell. I'm literally in hell. And I just have 2 of Satan's cronies looking down on me. Saying, come, step into step into the fire. Step into this dirty, polluted water.
Because this is what happens. Nude beaches, people like me ruin it. I'm a dude who's going to keep his pants on and kind of be a creep. But not even really. I'm not even going to be a creep. I'm just going to enjoy myself. But I did know that I parked my stuff down. There was a girl who just come in, started sunbaking, and there's some Spanish dude that comes and starts talking to her. And I'm like, okay, what's the etiquette here?
God, I wish I was Spanish.
But I could tell it was funny. You could just tell she was uncomfortable. As this dude's just like
You just walk up naked and go, hey.
Hey, buddy.
She's had enough. Now you get out of here. She's just laying there and there's just 2 shadows coming down on her. She's just trying to tan. 2 naked guys. Get out of here. She's like, thanks. And then you just squat down and you go.
It's good. It's really, it was beautiful. It was beautiful watching this awkward interaction.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna have nothing to do with this. I hit the arms. I'm going out to sea. Also, I'm a bit
swimming
scared.
out. You're going, I didn't see nothing.
I didn't see nothing. I'm also scared people are gonna steal my bag, so I'm looking back every now and then. In my glimpse, I might
You
see
didn't bring a bag.
I don't know. I'm paranoid. I get to nude beaches. I get a little bit paranoid. I like to look back.
Turning into Ozzy Osbourne. You gotta be. I was Ozzy Osbourne at the beach.
You were Ozzy Osbourne at the
I'm going back and forth in my brain. I'm like gaslighting myself. Well, not gaslighting, but like trying to convince myself. I'm like, no, like I'm being weird mentally. I should just be like, this is a natural thing.
And
that's what I'm
you were
thinking now.
thinking like there was a part of you that was like, I'm gonna take these pants off.
No, I'm saying right now. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, no, I was doing that. I was being the weird one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
I don't think you
That's
were at all.
weird stuff.
You can't go to a nude beach and just see people clothed. It literally defeats the purpose. Literally.
Is that the problem? No, I think the problem is more... Yeah, okay.
That's
Anyway.
the whole thing. You need to have naked people.
Yeah.
Someone has to start it. It's like a conga line or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not going to start a conga line.
Yeah.
I've never even been to this
You want
party
to
before.
join one.
Yeah.
And if people are like, they're doing the conga, and it's like, okay, good. That's what I thought. I was going to a conga party.
Yeah.
You're not going to go there and start it. You're not going to be the one. It's like, well, Here we go. We're at a nude beach, everyone. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Then
I thought
what?
this was a nude beach, not a prude beach.
you know what? You did have the opportunity though to be the coolest guy in the world. You go there, pants ripped off, grab her hand, go in there together, start like holding each other. So I don't care if they're watching. She like laughs at them. That's what the cool couple would do. That's like the shark tooth necklace dude will do.
Yeah.
Taylor Lautner would
You're
have
right.
done
The
that.
shark tooth necklace guy
Yeah.
would do that.
100%.
You know who I don't want to be more than anything in the world? It's a guy with a shark tooth necklace. I want to be a guy that wears the same pair of black pants every day and looks exactly like everyone in the inner west who pretends they're progressive. But they're actually just a scared, insecure little boy that never grew up and set realistic goals for themselves. And is that so wrong? That's my question. That's my question.
That's beautiful.
Is that so wrong?
Is that so wrong?
Or is that how people should?
Or do we all want to be the shark tooth necklace guy who's like, hey, let's give him a show? Seeing the two dudes up there.
More than anything.
Everyone, I'd love to be that dude. Do you know who loves that dude? Women. Love that dude.
But women.
They're silly. They can't drive.
As we established
earlier. But they want the shark tooth necklace guy to be like, let's give him a show. He's like, oh no. And it's like, we're going.
Yes.
That's what they want.
They want an idiot. That guy's an idiot.
Yeah. He's a Spanish man.
But I'm an idiot. So why can't I be a shark tooth? All right, so back to Ibiza.
Ibiza.
Because we got some hectic story to get into.
Yes.
Okay, so
yes.
you're not Ibiza, you party it up.
Ibiza, partying it up.
Yep.
Time of my life. Going to all these beaches.
You're Green Day.
Yeah.
You're having the
Sure,
time
I'm
of
having
your
the time
life.
of my life.
Yeah.
I'm the year 6 formal. Year 6 graduation.
Yes.
That song's playing the whole time. Beautiful scenery, best clubs, good vibes everywhere.
Yeah.
Nude beaches during the day.
Yeah.
Clubbing at night. And then leaving there, pop over to Paris.
Mm-hmm.
Only for a second to get on a flight to Israel.
Israel?
Israel.
It's been in the news recently, hasn't it?
Has been in the news.
Yeah.
What
What are they doing? They banned nude beaches or something there? All right, so yeah.
What was it? Yeah, get on this flight, and I realize I'm going to be with the worst people on earth. I'm on a flight with French Israelis.
Are they the worst people?
Who are known to be, the two most arrogant kind of people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How are they French and Israeli?
Or I guess French people who are going to be going to Israel. Because I know naturally Israelis are known to be very arrogant.
Oh, yeah.
And then same with French people.
I knew that about French people. I would never say
Yes.
anything bad about it.
You wouldn't say anything.
Or actually, maybe we should preface this by saying this is not going to be anything political.
Oh, no, we're not getting political at all.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not really political at all.
I'm not going to get political.
Yes.
Karim might. I won't.
I don't know. I'm not a
Yeah.
political person, especially
Yeah.
this is such a tricky topic with everything going on.
Well, you're saying your experience, though.
Yeah, I'm literally saying my experience. I get to Israel, bam, what was it, arrive, there's like this huge holiday going on.
Yeah.
Huge holiday about to happen.
On the day that you arrive?
Or the day after. So I arrive at
Okay.
like midnight, go through security. I'm through security at like 1:30.
Yeah.
Around 2:30, I'm on a train to Jerusalem.
Yes.
Arrive to Jerusalem, walk through the streets for around 30 minutes. Whole bunch of kids out in the streets just having fun. Because it's their Friday night. They're about to have like everything shut down the next day.
Yeah.
Get to the hotel. Also, what was it, the night before I had like 1 hour of sleep.
Yeah.
Because I went hard. I went to have fun last night on Ibiza.
Yeah.
1 hour sleep. Get to France, do all that, get there. I'm exhausted. I'm like, my body's finally caught up with what I've been doing.
Yeah.
I've barely slept in Ibiza. Literally barely slept. Every night going to sleep at
Your
like...
body's probably reacting funny to wearing clothes.
I haven't seen any topless women in hours. My body's like, this is the only thing that was kind of keeping you active.
You start going blind. Fine, I guess I don't need these anymore. Yeah.
Then get there. I'm like so sick. I'm so sick when I arrived at the hotel, like dead. Next morning, woke up and I was like, I am so sick. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna get amongst it. Bam! I hit the streets. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm gonna have a full day. I'm gonna see how much I can get done. I'm just gonna fight this sickness. Go all around, see every single site in Jerusalem. Was end up in Palestine accidentally, walking through there. And then I see the situation going on with like the kind of occupation. I ended up in like the West Bank at this little market area. All the Palestinians just like, it seems very hostile. No one's really giving me eye contact. They're like got skewers and stuff cooking. I'm oh, these look a bit nice. And then the shop owner just won't give me eye contact. And I see across the road, you see like the IDF.
Fine, I'm taking one then.
Oh, these are free.
I said I'm hungry.
And you see the Israeli army or the IDF on the other side.
Yeah, buddy, is this halal?
Hey, buddy, yeah? How much? I'll take this one. I couldn't even do anything. They wouldn't give me eye contact.
You went halal to have one.
I really like that one. But yeah, you see the army and they're just like staring at them. There's like this tower and there's like 20 officers down with AK-47s just staring at them. Yeah. And it's like, oh dang, this is a hostile situation. This is nuts. This is very intense.
Wait, you're saying that?
Yeah. Like you're literally on the ground. You're at the markets and you look across the road and then you just see this tower and there's these soldiers just staring like with huge guns, like 20. Just like, try to do something. We're watching you guys. And I think that is kind of the reality throughout a lot of Palestine. Mm-hmm. It's the whole idea that, okay, you're fine, you can have your community, but we're just going to watch you guys. We're watching. We're always here. End up there. I think I kind of end up getting lost because what is it? When you get to Palestine, all the 3G stuff changes on your phone. Mm-hmm. And then suddenly it's like $1 a minute or something crazy whenever you use your 3G.
Whoa, yeah,
or something insane. I know that my brother did it in Dubai. He racked up like a $600 bill. Whoa. Just texting and like making phone
calls. Gotta watch
calls.
Family Guy. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's nuts. Jeez. So I like literally turn off my map. I literally get lost. Some little Palestinian kid's like, no, sir, there's nothing to see around here. Go the other way. And I'm like, okay, thanks, kid. And then get back. Everything's shutting down because of this holiday. So there's like literally nothing to eat. Mm-hmm. Like there was one place I was going to go get some falafel and some hummus because like I'm in Israel. I want to get some falafel and hummus. Apparently it's the best in the world. Yeah. That's shut. Yeah. I literally looked up on Google Maps. The only places that were open in all of Jerusalem seemed to be 2 Ethiopian restaurants. Yep. The whole place. Go to the first one, it's closed. And I'm like, dang, I literally might die here. Because like I've been walking so much all day, I haven't eaten anything.
Because if I don't get some food, I'm running at that building.
Yeah. Something bad's going to happen if I don't eat. That's what I'm saying in the middle of the streets. Something bad's going to happen.
Something bad's going to happen.
And then I finally go to this other Ethiopian place. I'm like, thank goodness, they're open. Mm-hmm. Walk in, sit down, and I just hear this like chanting. And it turns out there's like 2 Hasidic dudes out the front who were just chanting like, da-da-da-da-da, Shabbat, the closing. And they're angry because there's a restaurant open. Like nothing could be open on Shabbat on this holiday. And they're just straight up, like as I'm sitting down there for 25 minutes waiting for the food, they're just repeating this again and again. I'm like, good on you guys. Yeah. Literally good on you guys. That's good dedication. I think the lady, when it's time for me to actually get my food, she takes me to the front area and she shuts off the restaurant in half. She closed down this gate in the restaurant. And then you just hear these dudes like start screaming. It's like, Shabbat, do a closing. And they just scream it for a minute so everyone can still hear. And then they stop. Have a nice dinner. And I'm dead at this point. I'm going back. Literally going back to the hotel. I'm asleep by 8:30
a.m.
PM.
PM, sorry.
PM,
yeah,
literally. There's like nothing. Like the streets are absolutely quiet. There's not one restaurant or shop open. There's nothing you can physically do. Yeah. And I'm wrecked. Literally haven't slept. Haven't seen Tartars all day. And then wake up in the morning to like a phone call from my mum. Hear like this crazy like siren going off in the background, and I'm like, there's been. I assume it's like part of this celebration because everyone's been like,
Oh, because you wouldn't have. Yeah, true. I didn't even think of that part of it.
I knew that today or the Saturday was they were just going to celebrate.
Yep.
And things were still going to be closed.
Yeah.
This was going to be the day of celebration because everything was shut. Everything, it was meant to have like a Friday night dinner. And then Saturday was meant to be like, again, resting. And then hear this funny siren going off in the background. I'm like, you guys cut it out. Enough of this celebration stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to my mum, we have like a laugh and everything. And then she sends me a text being like, missile sirens going off around Jerusalem. And I'm like, oh, dang, that's what that sound is. And then she's like, oh, yeah, there's missiles being sent from Hamas. And there's like been an attack or whatever. And I'm like, oh, dang. And then I kind of like look out the window. There's like no one out because I didn't expect anyone out on the streets because like it was meant to be a huge holiday.
Yeah.
And I just hear these sirens and you kind of hear in the distance the just kind of these bomb sort of sounds. And I just hear people chanting in the distance.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, okay, this is intense. And then I think I had a look on my phone then and it was saying like there's some crazy stuff going on. There's like an attack from Hamas. And then I'm thinking, oh, you know what? I'm probably just going to stay inside, go back to sleep. Because it's probably a bit red hot to go outside right now. Because the first thing in my head is like, oh, dang, I'm going to go outside and if there's like been an attack, I'll be like found out because there's no one outside. If I walk outside with bags, it's going to be like, let's kill this guy.
So you could see from your balcony or whatever there was
just no one.
Yeah.
Literally no one on the streets. You just heard this siren. You could kind of hear the sound of explosions in the background. And in the faint distance, you could hear people chanting. And I'm like, dang, this is red hot.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, you know, I'm so sick at this point. Like, I got up early to answer my mum's phone call. And I'm pretty sure I had COVID. I'm pretty sure I had COVID. And I was like, I'm just going to go back to sleep. I don't even care. I'll just wake up when September ends. Like Green Day.
I hope this story ends with you just getting carried out of there by two beautiful naked women with a ukulele.
You came back for me? Of course we'd come back for you. To save you.
You just having a fever dream?
But then I'm like, dang, I'm just going to stay in. I'm just going to like hang out. I'm going to be stuck in a war or something like that because I'm not going to go outside. I'm going to die if I go outside.
Have you got reception in the hotel?
Yes. Really nice reception. So I'm kind of like, don't know what to do. I just chill. I like start talking to my mum again. I'm like, I just don't know what to do. And she's like, you should probably maybe leave. And I'm like, I think it's way too intense to leave right now.
Was she stressed?
She was like, yeah, pretty stressed. I think she was like slowly coming to terms with like what was happening. Because I think when she hung up with me, we were laughing, talking about like how funny people are in Israel. I was telling the story about the people at the restaurant. She's like, "Oh, silly buggers. This is great. Hope you have a great day." And then literally she starts getting texts from like her friends saying Karim needs to leave or is Karim okay in Israel? And then I think I was talking to her, she's like, yeah, no, it's probably like the best thing to leave. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go maybe just to the airport. If I can get there, I should be safe.
Mm-hmm.
Because it feels a bit red hot here.
Yeah.
Then go outside. My Hasidic neighbors, they've got like their door open. The guy's like, hey, how you going, my friend? Like the babies are crying. They're like freaking out. And then we'll go downstairs, go around the corner, see 4 taxi drivers. And I'm like, sick. Okay, good. I'll get in a taxi.
Yeah.
Dude's like, okay, $120 to the airport. I'm like, that's too much. I go back home. And, no. I go to the ATM. Get the money out. Yeah, there we go. Pay the dude, and I'm like, okay, we're in the car or whatever. I'm like freaking out that a bomb's gonna land on the taxi or something, but I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna try to focus on getting a flight out. Because I think I might just do that. I think I'm like looking at the news, and it's starting to kind of get bigger and bigger. I think at that point, maybe Netanyahu would said we're at war. And I was like, okay, no, this is intense. I should get out.
Yeah.
Look at 2 flights. One's leaving very late.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, dang, okay. It's leaving in like 14 hours or something, or 12 hours. It's leaving at midnight. This is like 10 o'clock or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one's leaving in 2 hours. And I've still got like 30 minutes to get to the airport.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, dang, I don't know if I'll make it, but that might be a good bet to get out quickly.
Yeah.
And just risk it just so I'm out quick.
Yeah.
And then I check on the second one and I see it's gone up to $2,500. Both flights were $800 to look at. And then I saw the second one's going up immediately. I'm oh, dang, okay. And I quickly go onto the main website. I think I booked with Emirates.
Yeah.
And then I saw that I could still get it for that $800 price. And I'm like, you know what? I'll just book that one. And I think there was a weird moment where it said my card declined, but it took the money out. And I was like, dang, I'll just have to go to the airport and sort that out.
Yeah.
Get to the airport. Bunch of people. Everyone's kind of like freaking out, trying to leave. I ended up getting like an email confirmation that my flight's going to be leaving at midnight.
Mm-hmm.
And then go through, there's like, again, because there's this Shabbat holiday, all the restaurants are like closed. There's like one cafe open for everyone. Sit down, get a little something from that cafe. Basically chilling as I'm just seeing kind of the situation, like reading kind of more and more about what's happening.
What's the general attitude of the people around you too?
Pretty chilled, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Like a lot more chilled than I thought. Everyone's just trying to kind of remain calm, I think. There's a slight sense of anxiety. Because I think I was there for probably like 2 hours just chilling. And then like there's a bunch of people around me. Then some dude comes up to me. He's like, my friend, what time's your flight? And I'm like, 11:30. He's like, because my flight just got cancelled. And I'm like, oh, dang. And then he's got like 6 kids or something like that. And his brother. And I'm like, oh, goodness. And I quickly check my flight. It's still going. Then look at the board, and I think like the next 8 flights that were all about to leave all got cancelled. And then I'm like, dang, they're cancelling everything now.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to get out.
What is this? Hollywood in 2018?
There we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything's getting cancelled. What was it? Just... I think I still had such a lot of time, like a crazy amount of time to kill.
Yeah.
Crazy amount of time to kill. Started talking to this dude who was also leaving the exact same time. He'd been like in the West Bank working as a teacher. Talked with him for like a few hours. And then, also while I was there, I looked at the flight prices for my flight and had gone up to like 5,000 US. Like
when had you got it?
You
got it for 800.
I got it for 800.
And it's
So
a 5,000.
Like 5,800 US.
That's a good like stockbroker kind of idea, or
It's
like
a
a good.
really
There's a
nice
good
idea.
hustle. Like you
Really
bought, you
nice.
should have bought like 10 tickets.
I know I should have sold them off.
You would have. I don't know, mathematician, but you would have been definitely better off. You come out of a millionaire.
Like, hey, do you want to get out of a war zone?
Yeah.
How about give me a little bit of give me $6,000.
Yeah.
These tickets.
Then you can go to like the fashion stores at the airport and you just wear
getting
Louis
Gucci bag.
Vuitton. Yeah.
Everyone's impressed. They called him the
You got like a jacket and you're like, where are you looking to go to?
I'll literally get you to Abu Dhabi right now for $6,000.
Yeah.
It's 12 online. Save your half price through me.
Yeah.
Your name's Abdul Diallo, okay? Get on the flight.
And this is the 20th flight you've caught today. Yeah.
But yeah, talk to this cool dude. Pause, and then we're like going to check in because some time had passed.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, no, we'll check in. There was a crazy long line. Also, there's crazy lines of people trying to get on flights.
Yeah.
Huge line of probably like 60 people or something to the ticket desk.
Because it's stressing.
They're
Imagine having your kids and
stressed.
stuff.
Oh my gosh. Even the dude I was sitting next to, it was like him and his brother and like 7 kids. And like this dude, I was there like hanging out, just scrolling my phone like a maniac, and then talking to that dude. The whole time the dude was just checking flights, trying to get on a flight, trying to find a flight. He was like, what flight are you on? And I was like, I'm going to Dubai. And he's like, oh no, there's nothing available on your flight. And he's just on to the next one. I just see him going like a maniac, trying to get out. And then, what was it? We're going to go to like check in, because I think it's coming up to like 4 hours before the flight's meant to be happening.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, sick. He's like, oh yeah, I'll get you into like one of the lounges when we go through, and we'll like chill in past security. And then we go to I go to security. He goes to like check in, and then as soon as I get to the line, a whole bunch of people start running. And
they're like, so in an airport, they're kind of behind you, or they're in front of you?
They're behind me. So they're like,
so they're running towards you.
Yeah, they're at the entrance, like right at the entrance. I'm like facing the other direction. I'm like, I turn back and see the entrance, and everyone's like running from the entrance in.
It would have felt like a zombie movie or something.
It was, straight up, and they're like, they got bombs. And they're just running. Everyone like starts kind of screaming like, ah. And then I'm like, oh, dang, probably. I assumed it was Hamas coming in like with guns and stuff just to like kill everyone at the airport, because people are just screaming and just running. And then you kind of hear these like sounds like vaguely.
Yeah.
And then everyone's running. I'm just standing there like, dang, what do I do?
You're a deer in headlights.
I'm a deer in headlights.
But you said you felt like the floor even...
Yeah, you could feel like this shake, like these solid kind of like explosive sort of sounds.
Yeah.
And everyone starts to run. I just kind of like walk with everyone. And then they've got like these shelter areas. And then like the missile sirens start going off. People over the speaker being like, we're in lockdown or something like that. And what was it? I think when everyone was kind of in and I didn't hear any gun sounds, I was like, okay, obviously it's good. There's no shooters.
Yeah.
But I think they were like, I was just assuming they're bombing the airport. They're like getting bombs close to the airport. I was there for like 20 minutes just hanging out, people freaking out. Like I saw one of the back rooms, and there's just a whole bunch of people like with their hands up, like down on their knees, like praying. And I'm like, dang, I don't need to be seeing that. That's just making it more intense. I just need to be scrolling Instagram right now.
Yeah.
Think about the babes in Ibiza.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's why everyone kind of uses Instagram.
Yeah. I was legitimately like a chain smoker, just scrolling like a maniac.
Yeah.
And then after 20 minutes, it was like, okay, everyone's free to go. I was like, what? Oh, sick. And it's like, yeah, apparently the bombs were far away enough that it's not going to impact the flight. And then...
Although your flight did just get cancelled.
And some photos of you just got leaked staring at women on a naked beach. In Ibiza. But yeah, then go through security. Security's insane. They're going through like...
I wasn't staring at anyone in Ibiza, and they're like, this wasn't in Ibiza. It's a collage of 500 photos. Yeah.
It's like, so you're coming with us. You're a sexual predator. I don't even know, there's something there. Yeah, lining up. Security's insane. This literally takes like an hour to go through. They're scanning every single sock, like in my dirty clothes bag. And I'm like, okay.
They're all just crackling.
You a freaky boy, aren't you? You like some freaky stuff.
And you don't see a Nude lady in a couple days.
Wait a second, this is fresh. This happened when the bombs came off. I don't know, I got excited. Like the vibrations.
Yeah.
But yeah, they'd go through security. There's like people like freaking out. It's like, you don't understand. My flight is about to go. They're leaving with me. And then it's like, no, you got to sit down. Your flight's going to be fine.
And they're like, we're not sitting down. And you're like, he's had enough. He told you to sit down. Just the idea of stepping, just the idea of stepping in like that, it's unwarranted, is the best.
Funny.
Yeah,
it's the best thing in the entire world. It'd be like, yeah, buddy, relax, let him do his job.
Yeah. Go on.
Go through security. Took like an hour, and then it's all chill in security. I get there, it's like a Foot Locker. They're bumping Gunner. Everyone's shopping for shoes. There's like an electronics store. TVs.
You listen to Thug?
Oh, you like Thugger? What's your favorite album?
Yeah.
I like Border 3. Baby, I turn up. I'm not trust inside your heart. Baby, I turn up. You ain't heard that. No, that's what the day wants. And And then, go in there. I'm like, oh, this is all sick. This is not a war going on.
Yeah.
We were shopping at Foot Locker. There's a lady come up to me, can I help you with anything? And I'm like, I'm good. Checking out the clothes. And then do a little shopping there, go out to the food court area. There's a lot more options there. There's one cafe before security.
Yeah.
You feel like it's intense. I think there's probably like 4 cafes. Again, a lot of stuff's still closed, but they've got some shopping centers open. I mean, some shopping stores like open.
Yeah.
And then same thing. I'm sitting down, start to see people running, and then hear like the bombing sounds. I'm like, oh, dang, here we go. Here we go.
You're like, am I the problem? Seems like anywhere I go.
Guys, they must be after me. I'm sorry. This is a me thing.
I guess I shouldn't have gone on Wish.com and ordered that pheromone cologne.
It's those Latina broads from the beach. They said if I ain't staying there, I ain't going nowhere.
Oh yeah. After everyone's running, you turn to the camera and you go, Links Africa. Or what was it? No, it was the chocolate one.
Was it Link Chocolate? I can't even. It was one of them.
Yeah,
like, smell bomb. Could have done. I could have done so many funny things in those moments.
Yeah.
But yeah, having to go back into like they've got like straight up bomb shelters all over the airport. Literally areas that say shelter. You just go to one of those, chill out there for like 15 minutes, and then we're going back out. Again, like 70% of the flights are getting cancelled.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, dang, I'm just staring at the board and then scrolling Instagram, staring at the board, scrolling Instagram, not even looking at anything, just like freaking out for multiple reasons, because it's like I don't want to be stuck there, but also if my flight gets cancelled, I'm probably going to have to pay tens of thousands of dollars to get out. So there's like this practical thing. I may not get out for a while, so I'm going to miss a bunch of work, and it's going to cost me a crazy amount of money to get out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, not even just freaked out that I'm trapped in this situation. It's more of a practical thing. It's like, this is going to ruin my life.
Yeah.
If I can't get on this plane.
Yes.
It's literally going to ruin my life.
Yeah.
And then chilling, and the bombs start going off again, and I'm like, come on.
Are you kind of getting sick of it?
The third one, I was like, come on, I don't even care anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, kill me. It's... I'm literally sick of it. I'm trying to eat my sandwich. I'm not enjoying myself. I'm staring at this flight, being like, I got like an hour and a half till I can like go to the gate or whatever.
Yeah.
Get to the gate. What was that? My flight was meant to be at like 11:30 at night. It's like getting close to 12. There's no plane there, and I'm like, okay, here we go. Here we go. Any bet it's going to be cancelled. What was it? And then I saw that it had been delayed, I think, another hour.
Yeah.
And then finally came, pause, and then I'm like, okay, let's just get on this flight. Let's just get out of here. And they're just taking such a long time. Like, I literally look at the top, and there's the cleaner about to go on the plane. Old lady with, like, 2 mops and, like, one of those funny pushable bucket things. She's, like, walking like this to go to the plane.
Yeah.
And like, any bet she's going to clean the whole plane. No other cleaner came. Literally waiting there for probably like an hour for them to clean the plane. And then, basically jumped on. The whole time I was thinking, dang, any bet some bombs are going to go off, and then they're going to cancel the flight or something like that.
Yeah.
Anything like that. And I think when I finally got on the plane, they said they were late because they were going from Dubai to Israel. And then halfway through, they were told it was too dangerous because there were like bombs going off. And then they went back to Dubai. And then when they got to Dubai to land, Israel airport was like, no, we're good. We're safe. Come fly. There's no problem here.
Imagine being that pilot.
Honestly.
And they're like, no, come back. And you're
Yeah.
just like, oh my God.
Really? It's like, yeah, no, there's nothing going on here.
You're like, why were you guys so late? And you look in the cockpit and it's Denzel Washington.
Got like 2 Latina broads with ukuleles. Had a little bit of fun in Ibiza.
Oh, I died. I died already, didn't I? And you look back at your seat and Drake's sitting next to you and he's like, you did, man.
You did, man. XX and Tassian's there. Yeah. Pop Smoke. It's good to meet you. My name's Pop Smoke. Michael Jackson's there.
Yeah, so it finally takes off. You're out of there.
Finally takes off, and I'm out of there.
Yeah.
Literally out of there, just watching the news the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's watching the news. Yeah, everyone on the plane's like watching the news, just talking about like, I think this is getting crazier and crazier. I think one of the missiles landed. I don't know if this was the day after, but there was a missile that landed in the airport.
What? Really?
Yeah, one got through. Because I think they have this like Iron Dome idea where they shoot any single missile that's going into Israel.
It's funny the idea, like they're like walking you out, like two people like escorting you out to the airplane. And you're like, where is it? And they're like, it's right over here. And it's literally just like a missile on a stand.
You said you wanted to leave, didn't you?
Get on it.
This will get you to Dubai.
Or just any situation like that where as you're walking into it, you're like, oh, man. And then you're out. You go to Dubai.
And I'm out. I'm in Dubai.
Yeah.
Crazy. Like, I get to Dubai. I need to get a Powerade. $17.
Yeah.
I literally say, can you please take me back to Israel? I would rather be in a war zone than pay $17 for a Gatorade right now.
Yeah,
Water was $9.
Yeah.
I was like, this is terrifying.
That's
Literally
crazy.
terrifying. Then out of there, bam, to Thailand. We're good. We're safe.
That's better than safe, baby
Better
boy.
let's just say it was better than safe.
Well, should we wrap it there?
Yeah, should we wrap that bad boy there?
Yeah, let's wrap that bad boy right there, I reckon. And
folks,
what are we gonna do? We're gonna go see.
We're gonna see Man Earl sweatshirt.
Man Earl sweatshirt.
Yes,
very exciting concept. Well,
30-year-old lethargic. Teenage. That's something funny you said. 30-year-old that acts like a lethargic teenager.
Yeah, doesn't get cooler than that. All right, thanks for listening to Sausage Boys, and yeah, you'll see us very soon with our review of Drizzy Drake's album for all the dogs.
A peace out. A peace out. A woof woof.